What? Hello. Where are we? Where are we in our process, everyone? Oh, it's time to get rid of those glasses. Those are the glasses that I wear during the day. These are the glasses I'm wearing during the show currently. So, greetings all. Happy Friday, as they say. Starting off with a bit of coffee. I'm going to switch to my happy hour beverage. Sue, Sister Sue, greetings to you. We have to have a catch-up. That is outside of the show. But I'm going to be updating everyone on Belinda's health today. Hello, still raining in Atlanta, Laura? Ooh, I feel bad for you. It's so beautiful here in Santa Monica, as it is a lot. Norman, greetings to you. I'm assuming that you may have been here before, but it's very nice to get a little shout-out hello from you. So welcome aboard. It's kind of a little hangout that we've been doing 3 days, or 3 o'clock every day, California time, on here on the book. Hello, Flavia. Greetings to you. So yeah, I'm feeling pretty good. Had my Friday wrestling jiu-jitsu class today. Really loved it. Oh, Norman, you've been away for a while. Well, welcome back. In that case, welcome back. Your dreams were your ticket out. Oh yeah, it's happy hour. Need to open up your Vino Verde from Trader Joe's. Yes, Laura, you do. And break out the Rice Krispie treats if you swing that way. Pick, yes. Hey, Jake and the Jakesters, glad to be here. Yep, been a trying week. Oh, you and me both, sister. And I am assuming that because your first name is Betsy, you identify as sister. But it's a struggle. The struggle continues. But it's Friday, so we're going to have a little break from our gender identities for the weekend. I hope. Let's take a little break from our gender identities for the weekend. So, Jeff, greetings to you. You got your wine, Sprite, cheap wine. Good. Very trying week for you, Flavia. Yes. So it's time. I've got the mug from the awards show that I was wearing the T-shirt for yesterday. I'm not going to read it, but you can read it. And I'm going to be having rosé. Rosé? No way, rosé. Yes, way, rosé. How about that? It's a little. They made it possible for me to do that joke, and I hope it was worth it. Welcome aboard. And if it wasn't worth it, after a glass of this, I think it will be worth it. That's the sign of the seal breaking on the screw top is a sign of fine beverage. I don't even know this isn't like a snuff film. I think it's okay for me to be having a glass of rosé on the book of faces. Very trying week. Flavia, you're saying you love that mug. Yeah. The turquoise one that you were drinking out of. No, this one is a more of a white one. This was given to me as a corporate gig, but I think they're both made by the same clean canteen type company. So I got a little coffee in here. Clinton, greetings to you, sir. Ouija, your wine is second tier. Let's ask marketing what to call it. Yeah. I don't think there are any second tier wines. There's just the wine you're drinking right now and the wine you're not drinking right now. Wine and bourbon, Jeff. That's a brave move. Yeah, Norman, it is Friday and we do start happy hour early. It's 3 o'clock here in California, but it's 5, 6 o'clock where a lot of these people are, and that is you're definitely in the pour yourself whatever you want zone at that point. Has anyone tried a frosé, basically a rosé slushy with strawberries? Rachel, has anyone tried it? I have not tried it, but I can't wait to try it. Rosé slushy with strawberries. So I'm guessing you put the rosé. Do you put the rosé in the freezer, and then slush up the strawberries? I'm not even. Sounds insane. But there's mad scientists at work everywhere. I'll tell you what rosé is made from grapes, and I love some frozen grapes. If I had to give up one, wine or frozen grapes, I might give up the wine. Frozen grapes are delicious. Okay, there's a little Flavia, you're ready for the frosé too. Uma has been working out, and now she puts a headlock in any given second. Well, Keys, it's a small price to pay. You get headlocked. Hopefully, when you tap, she stops. That's kind of the rules of martial arts. So she puts a headlock on you, you tap out, and then it's time for tot casserole. That's how I'd like to roll. Norman, you're in San Antonio, and work is over Friday after lunch, and 2 margaritas. Wow. That is nice. That's nice to have work get over at lunch. I mean, basically, I'm drinking wine and coffee. This is how I roll. This is who I am. I can't stop. I can do whatever I want. Ouija, you can make wine from frozen grapes? I bet you can. Jen also loves frozen grapes. Well, that's terrific. Jen, you're en route to Houston. Yes, I saw there's already a poll voting thing on the group chat about Jake Fest. Well done, Jen. I don't know if there's going to be any other entries. We could go central location. I mean, obviously, people are making suggestions based on where they live, which is expected. But that's going to be a 1 vote tie for everybody voting for where they are. Although I think the Bay Area might win that if we had to figure it out here. I'm voting for Alaska. I want to go see Ouija in Alaska and measure some moisture content in some soil. Oh, Jeff, you got a cocktail recipe there? Man, okay. Well, maybe I can click that link on this thing, and then I mean, it is happy hour. It's do whatever you want today. Oh wow, it's letting me. Oh, brain hemorrhage shot. Wow. Oh boy. Oh, I don't. Oh, it looks like. It looks really cool. The brain hemorrhage shot. I highly recommend Archer's Peach Schnapps. I love that they give you the Amazon link to buy the booze to make the thing. If you're listening to this on the audio podcast, you can go to my Facebook page and today's show, July 9th. You can find the link to this. But Bailey's Irish Cream and Archer's Peach Schnapps and 2 or 3 drops of grenadine. Oh, I don't know that that's going to get you drunk, but I do get that it could make you seriously compromised. Laura, your company started a thing where you can leave at 2 on Fridays as long as you have all of your work done. Oh, you have so much work to catch up on. They fly you around the country like a maniac. It seems like they let you go home at 2 on a Friday. I don't know if I'm going to be able to keep going sip for sip on the coffee and the rosé. And I am going to real happy hour or in-person happy hour after this. Not until a bit later. I'm a little burpy. After jiu-jitsu, I got some grocery store sushi at Whole Foods. If this Friday could be a holiday, what would you celebrate? No BS. That is today's. This Friday could be a holiday. What would you celebrate? That's the question for today. I just had to hold it up because I feel like we've developed a lot of trust, but I couldn't believe that, and I'm the one who's reading it. If this Friday could be a holiday, what would you celebrate? Well, I am all about the kindness, compassion, forgiveness ride right now. Kindness, compassion, and forgiveness. Let's celebrate that on Friday. Let's be nice to a jerk. We'll keep doing that. Lady Jerry update. Rachel, thank you for asking. And Jeff as well. Procrastinators Day, but you do that next week. Yeah, well, that's a good idea, Weech. So, Lady Jerry is she's having a good day. I can say that about today. The saga continues of, there's been no treatment to eliminate the situation of what's going on, but there has been some information that we've gotten. The results of the MRI came back, and so she's got a mass that's growing outside of her skull but back in her sinuses, kind of under the occipital lobe, and that's what's pushing pressure up into her eye. They don't know what it is right now. They're going to biopsy it on Monday. So the good things that it could be are like an abscess sinus infection. So there's some kind of inflammation in there that could be drained and de-infected and antibiotics away. Or it could be a benign thing that's growing and has to be drained, and then I think they radiate it and then possibly do surgery on it, but we don't even know what it is yet, so we can't go too down the road of speculation. But it's not TMJ. That's been ruled out now. It's some mass, soft mass in her cheek face, and the weird thing is, I don't know how big it is, but you can't see it, any evidence of puffing or pushing out from the outside. So Monday morning we'll go in and get the biopsy. Possibly there may be a hiccup for the Monday show if that day goes long in terms of doctors and subsequent things, but hopefully we'll get the biopsy Monday, and hopefully hear a couple days later about the next chapter in the story. And then she's scheduled to go in next Friday, a week from today, for a more comprehensive MRI. We'll get a better look at the size and location of the thing. But she's on stronger hormones as a result of our doctor's visits this week, and they are giving her good relief from the pain. So that's good. She's got a couple of pain relief subscriptions at Walgreens, and she's trying to go without those, but we'll see. I may go in and pick those up for her. Where are we at here? Jen, you want to stop at a famous peach stand, but Ron won't let you because he's already stopped at Buc-ee's. Damn him. This husband of yours, he needs to, lighten up on his grip on the reins. That's what I'd say. Norman, you're endorsing kindness, compassion, and forgiveness. Right on to you, brother. Thank you. Thank you for endorsing that. Yes, Jen, we are still praying for Belinda. I mean, let's not get dark and weepy about it, but let's pass a good thought, if you could, pass a good thought for her. I've never heard of Buc-ee's either, Pick. You're saying you've seen it on Facebook. We're probably going to see it all now because they're spying on us. Yeah, it's a weird, Laura, you're right. It's weird that we're hoping for an easily treatable infection, but that's what you got to do. Rachel, you're saying, oh my gosh, sorry she's going through this. Yeah, yes, we're very glad we found it. We found it early. Belinda's in contact with one of her friends that she's known for decades, who's a doctor in New Zealand, who's saying, and this is some interesting news, who's saying, thank goodness that Belinda and I are in America, because the speed that she's being able to get these doctor's appointments and knock them off and then get scheduled for the MRIs and the ear, nose, and throat doctor, she's saying is very impressive. And the cost, which go figure, surprising to me, the cost of the procedures is less, but I think she means the cost to us because we have insurance, and not the cost, the total cost that insurance is going to pay. But in New Zealand, you'd have to pay out of pocket for this stuff because it would be kind of on the private dime, not on the public healthcare thing. So that's that. Oh, Jen, you're saying Ron's the nicest guy. Yeah, well, I didn't mean to say anything disparaging about Ron, but I do think he could. I think he could let you go to the fruit stand. That's all. That's all. But I don't know what kind of a pain in the butt you've been to him all day today. Yes, I'll tell Belinda Ouija you're wishing a speedy recovery, and her absence is noted. Yes, I know. She's gotten a little busy with her other projects and not able to do the show so much. But I definitely think she's feeling the love, and when she's feeling up to it, I'll definitely have her back so you can, she can come let you adore her. Buc-ee's is a chain of convenience stores and gas stations with locations in Texas, Alabama, Georgia, and Florida. Norman, Thank you. Thank you. I'm not sure if that's cut and paste Google work or that just came right out of your brain. But you've gone from a guy who's not been on my radar really to a guy who's an active participant in the show. In fact, I may give you Audience Member of the Day award. I mean, we still have some show left, but I think it's safe. Everybody will support me on that, I think. Belinda's situation sounds like it's pretty essential for her to get treatment, not like it's optional. Yeah, Pick, I guess. Yes, it is. No, I don't guess that, but it is. It's essential for her to get treatment. But I think in New Zealand they would be slower going on it. I mean, we don't know. Evidently, these masses or things or whatever it is can be very slow growing, but you don't feel anything, and then all at once when you start feeling something, then the doctors here respond a bit to the pain factor more evidently than the doctors in New Zealand. I don't know if they would prescribe hardcore opiates. I don't know if they've had their opiate crisis down there, although it did sound like Belinda was saying that they have prescribed her potentially I think some opiates or some kind of hard painkillers, but she's not interested in getting involved in that. Opening soon in Kentucky and Tennessee. Wow. I can't wait. I can't wait till we get Buc-ee's in California. We've just got truck stops here. Sorry you're late, Bob. Yeah, hello from Chicago. I wish I was there at Zanys this weekend too. I love Zanys. I hope you're going to stop in and see a show down there. It's I mean, I haven't looked at who's playing, but you should go to the Zanys downtown. Go to either one of the Zanys downtown or out in Rosemont. But the Zanys downtown is a classic. As gentlemen of a certain age, Bob, I think you'd really like it. You've never been to a Buc-ee's in Georgia, Laura? Your heart belongs to Wawa, so you're not so interested. Well, I don't know what Wawa. I guess is going to be similar. I mean, I love myself a good Circle K or is it Circle K? I think I'm right. We don't have those right around here, but they do have them in Phoenix where I've been before. Quick Trip, that's what we used to have in the Midwest. I don't know if Quick Trip is a thing that got bought by another thing. 7-Eleven, there's some good if you go international, if you travel internationally, they've got some 7-Elevens in Asia that are the whatever, shizzy. Well worth a visit. So, yeah, Earl, we're having some really great conversations. You have Buc-ee's in Chicago, Sue says, but it's a gas station chain. Yeah, well, I think it's a Buc-ee's there too, but it's gas and convenience store. I don't understand. I guess unless they've got a hat. Oh, I saw the best gas station hat that I really regret. I didn't buy it when I was in New Zealand because I didn't like. I thought I'm going to see another version of this hat. It was one of those trucker hats where it just had the kind of styrofoam front and then printing on it. But the hat said, "Sorry, ladies, I'm just here to get drunk." And I really regret not purchasing that hat. But maybe I can get I'd like to have a nice embroidered hat that says, "Sorry, ladies, I'm just here to get drunk." But that was good. That was, Norman, you're saying the truck stops in France serve gourmet food. Yeah, well, those truckers, French truckers, they're very picky. And Keys, you're saying in Iowa they have Come and Go. I think I've been to a Come and Go before. Oh, that's a good t-shirt too, Come and Go. Laura, you're saying Quick Trip's alive and well. That's good to hear. Buc-ee's that has 200 pumps in Texas. Wow. That's the one I want to visit, Pick. I want to visit the Buc-ee's with the most pumps. Oh, I would ask Siri right now, but I don't want to disrupt the whole show because it's running on phones and Apple products. But where's the Buc-ee with the most pumps? That's a good question. Somebody, Norman, you're up. You're eating the 7-Eleven pizza slice right now, Earl. Happy Friday, friend. Good to see you. And I love your last name, Victorine. Victorine. I love that sound of that. But maybe that's the. No way, that's the rosé. Yes way, rosé. Laura, you grew up in Las Vegas and only knew AM, PM, Circle K, and 7-Eleven until you went to college. Yeah, well, we all grow up a little bit in college, don't we? Hmm. Keys, you're saying the Buc-ee's with the most pumps, maybe the one between Waco and Austin? Well, yeah, it, it, it might be. I need to know more for sure. Um, Jen, thanks for the link for the Buc-ee's. Well, let's ask Mr. Predicto. Mr. Predicto, shall we do another question from the question box?
It is a certainty.
It is a certainty. I like that you got that. You nailed that one, Mr. Predicto. I was going to do it no matter what you said, but you're right. Oh, I'm not going to read that one. What would you love to see on TV that's not available? You know, by TV, question box, by TV, I'm going to assume that means the online services that I currently subscribe to, because I currently don't have a television provider. Would that be okay? Yeah, question box says that would be okay. What I would like to see is, and I've mentioned this on the show before, but there is a version of Les Miserables starring Jean-Paul Belmondo that is it's updated to during World War II, and it is really, I remember really enjoying it. I saw it in the theater, and then I bought a laser disc of it, Les Miserables with Jean-Paul Belmondo, and then I got rid of the laserdisc player and the laser discs because I made a mistake, everyone. And I mean, I made a mistake buying them in the first place, not getting rid of them. And I assumed that I would be able to get another copy of that, but it turns out I should have saved the player and the disc, and then I could have digitized a copy for myself now, because I can't find a DVD copy or an online copy in French with English subtitles to watch. It's on YouTube in chopped up segments that way, but how bad do I want to watch it? Not that bad. So there you go. Pilot is owned by crooks from Knoxville. We'll pick. That's good to know. You're out, Jen? All right, later. Good luck with your fruit. Happy weekend. And yes, I hope you feel better. Demand your peaches. Yeah, demand your peaches. And see if you can get Ron to shake your tree. Oh, thank you for saying it correctly. Oh, you want this shirt? Earl, is that what you're saying? Yes, I got this shirt in Tulsa, Oklahoma. And it's a place where here, let me open up the viz there. You can't really read the bottom, maybe you can on the thing that you're watching on. It's an axe throwing bar in Tulsa, Oklahoma. We went there during the day, in between the shows on the weekend. Well, Saturday during the day. Anyway, it was great. YouTube has a lot of cool shows on it. Yeah, Norman, it sure does. This show is sometimes on YouTube. So greetings to everybody who's watching on YouTube right now. I don't want to say it's time for Seize the Day, but it might be almost time for Seize the Day. What else can we do? Oh, we can check the fun meter. Where's that at? Ooh, this is interesting. The fun meter is on maximum right now. Isn't that nice? And I can take my temperature. Let's do all the things. I have a sip of. Should I have a sip of rosé? No. Wait. Yes, rosé. Delicious. For happy hour, we're going to the Mexican place down on Main Street, Lula's, and we're gonna get nachos and margaritas. 97.1. Norman, you're saying an axe bar sounds dangerous. I was surprised. It's like darts, but they've got a big wall with like 2x4s or wood, and you stand back, and there's chain link fence between your wooden target and the next guy's wooden target. So if you go murder in there, you could definitely hurt someone. There's a lot of knives and axes, but the idea is you throw the axe in between these two chain link fences, and so you throw your stuff, and then you go down and get it, and then come back to the line, and then go down again. So if you're slightly safety minded, you can avoid injury. But yeah, it has the potential for Anytime you're serving alcohol and throwing axes, accidents can happen. I can't believe they can even get insurance for it. But Oklahoma is a different kind of state than California. That maybe is why I haven't seen it here in California. I think they do have them here, up in Tahoe, but that may be in the Nevada side of Tahoe. Never know. If only I had a moisture meter, Ouija. Yes, if only I did. Maybe Santa will bring me a moisture meter this year. I'm tempted to. I'm not even going to ask Mr. Predicto, but I'm going to check out the book of questions. Let's see if the book of questions has one, and this will be the end of today's show before Seize the Day. If you could spend 1 year in perfect happiness, but afterwards would remember nothing of the experience, would you do it? If not, why not? No, I wouldn't do it. Come on, book of questions. Why would I spend a year in perfect happiness if I couldn't remember it? Of course, we'd rather spend our money on experiences rather than things. And so I understand that part of the question. If I could have a year of perfect happiness or a new house, I might take the year of perfect happiness because I already have a house. But if you can't remember it, what's the point of having a year of perfect happiness? I mean, I would take a sort of a mediocre, pretty good year over a year of perfect happiness if I could remember it afterwards. Come on. Is anyone watching Loudermilk? I have not watched Loudermilk yet, Keys, although I did get an audition for that show and I didn't make it. I ran into Peter Fairley at the Nantucket Comedy Festival. Oh yeah, Sue, you're saying the insurance in throwing bar business has to be tremendous. I think it does have to be tremendous. Having no coastline affects people. Yeah, Jeff, I think that may be the reason there's a bar where you throw axes in Tulsa. So I haven't watched Loudermilk, but I've read the pilot script and it seems funny. So I'd be into it. I'm not even sure what it's on, Keys. Do you know? Can you tell me? Can you tell me what Loudermilk is on? Do I have it? Can you tell me if I have it? Can you tell me if it's possible for me to watch Loudermilk given the many... Listen, I get a subscription to Netflix. I get a subscription to Hulu. I've got a subscription to Disney Plus, ESP Plus, and Amazon Prime, and HBO Max. That's a lot of subscriptions. So if Loudermilk is not on one of those... Oh, it's on Netflix. Okay, I'm in. I'll get in there this weekend, Keys. I'll get in there, and we'll discuss on Monday. Axe throwing bars are fun. Bob, you enjoy that as well? I'm glad to hear it. Friend says you have to live in the moment. Wouldn't that make the perfect happy year worthwhile? Well, Pick, yeah, you do have to live in the moment, and I get that, but I also kind of feel like, boy, if you can't even remember it, I mean, I'm picturing some kind of like, what'd you do last year? And I have to say, I can't remember. I think I'd prefer a year that I can remember. Otherwise, let's just pretend we had the... How about this? Okay, here's an assignment. What would it be like to pretend that you had a year of perfect happiness that you can remember? What would a year of perfect happiness be like for you? Imagine it, and then think about what you could do to make that happen. There's a weekend assignment for Motivational Monday. You just watched Sex/Life on Netflix and it pissed you off. I think I saw that and I passed on it, Norman, because just the description of it pissed me off. You just added AMC Plus to your primetime account so you could watch the Graham Norton show. You're a sucker for British comedy shows. Laura, yeah, well, every time we've been in New Zealand, we've always watched Graham Norton. His talk show, as celebrity talk shows go, it's pretty great. And then he does a thing too where he'll have somebody come on and get interviewed, and then he has control of the chair. Like if he doesn't like them, the recliner or easy chair just flips backwards and they go flying out of it. Graham Norton, solid choice. I support that decision. The fire, yeah, Laura. I don't know where the fire is. Fire trucks go by. I can tell you where the firehouse is. It's about 4 blocks that way, and 2 blocks down. So I know you couldn't see my hand in that shot, but it's not far away. Um, the big red chair, you love it, Laura. Yes, it's pretty great. Just watched Buffalo 66 again and forgot what a great movie it is. We'll have to check that out again, Jeff. Maybe I'll do that. I can't even remember what I watched last night on the Netflix. Lady Jerry Goes to Bed. We're 2 episodes away from the end of season 1 of Ted Lasso on our second time through with our daughter, and she's loving it, and we're re-loving it. I mean, I almost feel like if you're sad, just watch an episode of Ted Lasso and put that on repeat. Laura, you watched Graham Norton on YouTube, or Pick? You're saying you watched Graham Norton on YouTube? Yeah, he is hilarious. Well, one thing we've agreed on today is Yes Way Rosé. Graham Norton is hilarious. Kindness, compassion, forgiveness. That's the holiday we're celebrating over the weekend. And Keys is recommending to watch Formula One Drive to Survive. So that's a lot. That's a big to-do list for a regular 2-day weekend. So best of luck, everyone. Be nice to a jerk as always. Take care of each other and yourselves. Pass a good thought for Lady Jerry, Belinda, if you can. And I will see you here for Motivational Monday, unless I'm busy with doctors. So don't give up. There'll be plenty of time to give up later. Thank you for all your support. And Norman, audience member of the day, congratulations. See you next week.